Yeah, okay. That startled me. I was sitting here kind of dazed. Ooh, brook surf's out there. Just enjoying the peace and quiet here. Just really, really enjoying that. But this is good too. Fishing with my short rods today, 6.5 footers. So I got to be a little bit more, paying a little bit more attention to letting the fish take line when it pulls hard, because these rods are not as flexible and as forgiving as my 9-foot rods. Medium heavy ugly stick GX2. Medium is probably best for fighting fish, but I like to use the medium heavy for casting heavy baits. I've been here about 45 minutes or so. It's, oh, the limiter rod's going off. Getting a double. Oh yeah. Okay. Alrighty. That one's just gonna have to, I mean, that one's running like crazy. I gotta stop that guy before he gets too far. Oh, he's already got the line into something. Feels like the line rubbing on something. See, when they run, they just drag that line across the bottom and just sweeps. Yeah, the line's definitely dragging across something, but I don't know what it is. It's probably not a mussel bed, because it would have cut the line by now. Must be a clump of weeds. I'm just gonna keep working the second fish, I guess, for a little while. As long as this other one just remains chilled and doesn't start running, I'm gonna work this second fish and get him closer in. It's always sketchy letting them run at this lake, because there's zebra mussels in this lake everywhere, and they cut the line like nothing. Just one little swipe across the zebra mussel bed and the line is toast. In fact, I've got these weeds coming in here. I can see there's zebra mussels on these weeds. Let me grab it, show you. See on these weeds, this little string of weeds that came in around, like there's the zebra mussels right there. These are uber tiny ones. Those little black clumps, those are zebra mussels. Getting close here with this fish. Oh yeah, that's a good fish. Oh, it's a big fish. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think, I don't know, I got a bunch of weeds too. Okay, where's the fish? Oh, I didn't really get a good glimpse because it was covered up in all the weeds that I have along with on the line here. Oh, it's a mirror. It's a big mirror. It is a big fish and it's a mirror. Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is incredible. He's about 15 in the net. Yeah, this is easily the biggest mirror carp that I've ever caught. There, out of the 7 or 8 that I've caught in my life, they've all been pretty small. This is what was it, 15? So I don't know, 14, 13, something like that. Beauty. Both sides are about the same. I'm not gonna flip them over or anything. Fully scaled from head to tail. I mean, all the way down to the tail. Marbled like that. Still got another fish on the other line there. I'm glad. I guess I'm glad I decided to go with this one. Who knows what's on the other one? Maybe there's something even more spectacular on the other one. Beauty. All right, get out of here. Catch you another day. Well, this line has been just slowly getting pulled a little bit. Just gonna take my time with this one too. Chances are there's some weeds involved. Oh, I just saw the back come out of the water. That's definitely another big fish. Whew, my heart is racing. This is exciting. Water clarity here is pretty darn good as far as Iowa is concerned. This lake doesn't get algae blooms too bad. Yep, big clump of weeds coming in with this fish. Oh, I couldn't get them in the net because of all those weeds. They're on the line, and then the fish is a little farther down the line. All right, try this one more time here. Okay, got him. Yeah, this is much larger clump of weeds with this fish. These long stringy grasses though are not too bad to deal with. They're heavy, they collect on the line, but they're pretty easy to remove. Yeah, another pretty great fish. A little bit smaller than that mirror. Well, maybe, I don't know. I'm not gonna weigh this fish, but yeah, it's just a standard common. Another beauty though. I'm not gonna turn the camera around the other way for this one. That was a problem. You didn't see it, but you know, trying to move a camera around and handle a fish at the same time, one person fishing alone, doesn't work very well. But I wanted to get a good picture of that mirror. What a great morning. Oh yeah, I was going to show you. This guy has something wrong with that eye right there. I think he can probably see out of it, but it looks like the skull is kind of grown over the eyeball a little bit. Kind of strange, but yeah, another teener. Put this back, get the baits back out. See ya. Yeah, see all these little dark spots on these weeds? Those are zebra mussels. These little things. Itsy bitsy things. And like I said, they grow up to be much bigger, and they will completely cover any surface. Anything on the bottom, docks, boats, rocks, anything. I'll show you what I'm fishing with today. This is the hook bait, spicy sriracha. Boiled feed corn. I just got 3 kernels of that on the hair rig there. And to go along with that spicy theme, I've just got oats and sweet feed and a can of cream corn and a can of chili beans, spicy hot chili beans, and just a double spicy bait combo here. Something about the spicy baits that I just like. I just like the scent, and I just like it better than the fruity sweet baits. But that all works. And that's it. Ball of pack bait, 3 kernels of corn. They love it. Historically for me, this spot has been a late morning spot this time of year. But this is a new spot to me this year, so I'm just learning. So I don't know. It's not even 8 o'clock yet, and there are 2 fish on, so that blows that late morning theory out of the water. This is a big shallow flat area here. I'm putting these baits about 40 yards out in about 3 feet of water or so. As far as why I'm fishing this particular location, it has more to do with accessibility for me than anything, because this is just one of the few spots on this lake where you can fish from the bank at this time of year that it isn't completely choked with weeds. And no, I'm not gonna get a boat. I used to have a boat. Got rid of it because I just don't really like boat stuff. I like bank fishing better. That, and you know, most of these places that I fish are not anywhere near where I live. I'm sure that probably surprises people. People probably think I live near all these fishing spots, and that's not true at all. Most of the places I fish are at least an hour away from home. More often it's more than that. 1 to 2 hours is the typical drive for me, one way. So hauling a boat that far every time I want to use it is a significant problem that I just don't want. And I'll reel in this third one, check it. I don't know why I didn't get a bite on this one. For those of you who watched my recent Big River e-bike fishing video where I lost a handle on this reel, I got a new handle here, as you can see. The handles off those Casking Sharky reels happen to fit pretty darn perfectly on these Daiwa Regal reels, so good to go. Those Casking Sharky reels are just sitting in their boxes on a shelf, just as used as backups, and then the clickers kind of stopped working on those, and I didn't really like them that much, but it's nice to have a spare handle that I can take from. These short rods are so much more manageable here on this skinny bank too, with all these overhanging trees. It's just so much better to cast. It's kind of hard fishing with those 9-foot rods on this skinny bank here. There we go. Yep. Okay. It's been a while. I got a big piece of weeds on my line there. I don't like that very much. Nice if I could get that in here. That must have been drifting across in front of me here and got hung up on my line. Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay, now we can properly fight a fish here. Okay. So, things are, yeah, of course it's a double. Of course it's a double, right? That's the way it goes today, right? Yeah, giddy up. And of course this middle one is rubbing on something. You know what, I'm gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna put that first one down and then pick up on the second one just like I did last time. That's how I got my big mirror. Definitely a line rubbing on stuff, must be weeds. Yeah, I mentioned earlier that the main reason I'm fishing here is just because there's less weeds. Not no weeds, just less weeds. Man, I'm getting really hung up. This one's getting really hung up. I'm afraid I'm gonna kind of at a point where I'm not making any more progress, and if I pull any harder, I think I'm gonna tear the hook out of the fish if there's still a fish on there. This other line is remaining pretty calm. Maybe that fish thinks that the ordeal is over. Yeah, the peaceful morning is over. I mean, there's somebody with like a little mini excavator over there doing some work or something on a lake house over there. The thing I've noticed fishing near lake houses is there's always a construction project going on at least one of the houses within earshot. You buy a lake house, you better like construction noise, because it seems like there's always somebody's having some kind of construction project going on. They're building a new patio, or they're adding on. Oh, what happened? What happened? My line broke. My line broke. Cut me off. All right. Must have finally hit some mussels there. Let's see what's on here now. Yeah, he's still on there. Good. Yeah, he thought it was over. Sorry to inform you, it's not over yet. But I'm gonna release you. I mean, if it was another mirror, I wouldn't complain. Can't really tell yet. Ooh. Oh, that was a good one. It's not a mirror, but it's a big common. Okay, here he comes. Yes, yes. He's hooked right in that bottom lip there, just like the herring's supposed to do. Yeah, it's turning out to be some pretty good fishing here this morning. Another probably low teens, maybe 12, 13, something like that. Beauty of a fish. Who knows what I had on the other line, the one that got broke off. Dang mussels. But surprising. This is I think this is the first time I fish in this spot where I've caught more than 2 fish. This has always been like the 2 fish spot. It's always just 2 fish and that's it. But here's 3. Let's go for 4. Big lake like this, you know. These are some nice fish, but never know when that 30+ pound fish is gonna bite. Hopefully that's what's coming next. All right. See ya. The hook baits did not survive that fight, so I'm gonna have to replace those and retie the other one. Actually, before I put the hook baits on, I should check that hook. I repeat this over and over again. Yep, But this is important. I found that it's important. Check that hook. Fishing with a dulled up hook is like hunting with the sights that are off. You're not gonna accomplish what you want to accomplish if your hook is not razor sharp. Yes. I got that one picked up real quickly. So hopefully it didn't get drug across anything. Definitely going through some weeds here. You can feel it. It's about 9 a.m. and I've had more bites than I expected to have this early in the morning. Oh, cut me off. I was making some progress, and then it just got to a point where the line, where I just wasn't making any more progress. The line wouldn't move, and then I got cut. And that's why I use 20-pound mono. Probably could even go up to something even thicker, might help. If I go up heavier than 20-pound mono, then that starts creating a different set of problems that I have to deal with, because that just heavier line gets kind of wiry and kind of difficult to manage. This 20-pound mono works good for me in most situations, but these mussel beds just tear it up. I think even if I had 30-pound mono, I don't think the result probably would be any different. And I don't know why, but usually whenever I have broken lines, somebody suggests that I use braid instead, and braid is cuts even more easily than mono, so I'm not sure why I get that suggestion so frequently. But the exact mono that I use is this is 20-pound Trilene Big Game, and then I also use the Trilene XL line on my 9-foot rods, but I still have the Big Game on these short rods. Links in the description if you want to see the exact one that I use. Well, there's this thing that's been floating down towards me for a while now, and I kind of assumed it was a dead goose, but it appears that maybe it's a fish. It's kind of made its way over here. Yeah, it's quite a large catfish that is covered with flies. Nasty. I think I'm just going to go ahead and pull it in before it makes its way down to my lines and interferes with my fishing. Big catfish. Let's see if I can move it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna move it into the woods down here. Yeah. Okay. I might have a drop back by here. Kind of hard to tell. Yeah, there's something going on here. It's hard to tell with all the weeds. Yep. Couldn't tell if it was like a flotilla of weeds that was pushing on my line or what, but there's definitely something fishy going on here. Big dead catfish, little live catfish. That one looks healthy. Yeah, that looks like that'd be a good eating fish right there. Not today. Okay. Oh yeah, come on. Yeah, pull drag. Oh yeah, oh yes, this is something good. That fish is way out there. Just came to the surface out there. He's probably 60 yards out there. I casted 40 and then he took a lot of line really fast. This is the first fish on this rod, the left rod, that was casted off to the left. All the other bites have come on the middle and the right rod. I don't think there's any structure around here that would make a difference where the baits are. It's a big flat. I gotta get those weeds. before they get to the rod tip. Okay. I'm building quite a collection here in front of me. Normally I like to kind of lay the rod on the side and pull to the side rather than up like this, but in this situation I like to pull up to keep that line up out of the water as much as possible. Try and catch as little weeds as possible, and also pull the fish up to the top of the water column to keep it from dragging line across the bottom where those mussels are hanging out. Getting close here, getting close. Now that I got him here in front of me, I'm just kind of letting him wear himself out a little bit because the threat of mussel beds is kind of over. I'm just taking it easy with him, letting him pull a few times and wear himself out here. Can't tell how big it is, but it's not a small fish. Come on in. Yes, in the net. Right in the tough part of that bottom lip there. It was tearing a little bit. There's a chunk. I'll get a scale on him real quick here. 15 in the net. Yeah, another beauty. 13, 14 pound fish. Straight up common, no mirror. I don't know why I keep talking about mirrors. It's extremely unlikely that I'll catch another one of those today, but fish 3, no, it's fish 4. Fish 4 at the 2 fish spot. I guess I don't need to call this place the 2 fish spot anymore. See ya. All big fish today. That's awesome. A little tug on here. Got a bunch of weeds on the line here, real close to the bank, so guess I might have a drop back bite. Yeah, definitely. What a mess. This looks like it's going to be a mess. And who knows how long it's been on there. If these weeds are close to the shore were preventing the drop back bite from being noticeable. Guess I'll just start reeling in and see what happens here. The construction site over there is they've started operating some kind of loud cutting tool of some kind, so I was thinking about leaving pretty soon because I don't want to sit and listen to that. But depending on how the fish are biting, that can influence my attitude of how long I want to stay and put up with that noise. Guess this fish wants to go just right between my lines. Oh yeah, that's another good fish. Yeah, I got a lot of weeds here. There's a fish in there. There he is. Oh yeah, he heard me. Yes. Oh, right out of the net. He was in it and launched himself right out of it. Okay. Yeah, these weeds are they're just full of mussels. Here's a prime example of one little one right there. It's just full of those little muscly things. Yeah, another beauty. I'm not gonna weigh this one, 11, 12 pounds, something like that. This is a great fish to end the session. It's getting noisy out here. The world is waking up, and I'm gonna get out of here. 5 fish at the 2 fish spot. Pretty great day. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. See you on the next one. Whoa, I deserved it.